Another day of Etheria restart. Let's see what the new units are in the game. We got Nahor, which is probably how you pronounce that, and we also have a That was probably not how you pronounce it. This video, where we pronounce Chinese characters' names wrong, is brought to you in promotional partnership with Etheria Restart, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the new characters that were not around at the very release of the game, namely, not gonna say that name again. I know I'm gonna say that wrong. I'll just call her Mrs. Elusive Grace herself. What I do know how to say is 119 base speed, which is actually pretty solid. She is a support unit. She's going to give your team more turns. She is going to heal your team as well. Let's take a look at her skills. Silken Petals. So romantic and lovely. Skill 1. That's my commentary. It's romantic and lovely. Balance demands both charity and reward. What was her name? Miss Elusive Grace. Right, we're gonna... Miss Elusive Grace deals 240% damage to a single enemy and increases 2 random allies' turn meter by 10%. Brocade, each time an enemy ends their turn, if Miss Elusive Grace does not have Moonlight Veil, increases her turn meter by 8%. If she already has Moonlight Veil, reduces her turn meter by 8%. We also have the skill 2. Oh my goodness. The skill 2, Mirror reveals all truths, past and present. I almost. I gotta learn how to say that name. 3 hits of damage equal to 10% of her max HP to a single enemy, with each hit triggering Moonlight Veil 1 time for the ally with the lowest HP percentage. And then we have the skill 3, of course, the lovely one. This is the lovely one. As water flows, the moon cycles through its face. This all so romantic. I feel romance just reading the character descriptions. The moon cycles through its phases. Miss Elusive Grace applies a 2-turn shield equal to 24% of her max HP to all allies, applies 2-turn Moonlight Veil to herself, and applies 2-turn speed up to other allies. Moonlight Veil is all allies trigger Moonlight Veil at the end of their turn, and after taking damage, increasing their turn meter by 12% and healing 8% of max HP. This effect can only trigger 1 time per turn. When Miss Elusive Grace triggers Moonlight Veil, she will not gain turn meter. Nice support unit, nice unit that gives your team more turns overall. You want to put those brand new shiny SSRs to good use? Try them out in Guild versus Guild, where you can coordinate strategically with guildmates to dominate maps in real time for massive weekly rewards. You can also complete globally with prestige rewards, guild titles, and exclusive skins. Or, if live PvP is more your thing, you can compete in real-time arena, which is very similar to Summoner's War and Epic 7. However, you can climb through the ranks stamina-free without worrying about resources in lag-optimized servers to ensure low latency and high-quality gameplay. And if you're really that good in Live Arena, you can compete in the Etheria World Summit, which is a special annual event where top players from all servers compete in multi-language, multi-region tournaments, including dev panels, sneak peeks, community showcases, exclusive login rewards, and live audience voting. Another new unit that wasn't around in the very beginning, and I can actually pronounce the name of without getting cancelled or demonetized or thrown off of YouTube entirely, is Fria Freya. I can't say the name of her either. That's an easy one. Oh, okay. Compose yourself. It's okay. Compose yourself. So this is a unit that kind of reminds me a little bit of, I want to say, the Dark Occult Girl in Summoner's War a little bit in terms of skills, if she also had a brand on the skill 3. So let's take a look at her skills of Freya, or how could I? It's not even a dip. Listen closely. The Whispers of Slumber is called. Fria deals 2 hits of 130% damage to a single enemy. First hit has a 60% chance to apply the 2-turn Dreamweave to a random ally, which is going to mitigate if your ally takes a debuff. It's going to cancel that out to a random ally, while the second hit has a 30% chance to inflict a 2-turn Nightmare on the enemy target, which is kind of like a brand, but also heals you at the same time. The Dream Guide, each time an ally gains a buff, increases their turn meter by 4%, and each time an enemy is inflicted with a debuff, there is a 70% chance to reduce their turn meter by 4%. Effect can be triggered up to 3 times per turn. Dream Guide effect is doubled when Fria gains a buff or is inflicted with a debuff. All the skills in this game are so wild. They're so strong. Dreambite, also the speeds. I know I mentioned the 119 speed, but there's so many units that are like 120 plus speed in this game. Is ridiculous. I think Lily is 127 as well, but that's not that uncommon. Feel it. The dreams of the restful slumber. Freya applies defense up and Dreamweave to all allies for 2 turns. That's the nullify. With an 80% chance to apply an additional 1 stack of Dreamweave. And then the skill 3, this is the one that I was talking about where it's kind of similar to the Dark Occult Girl. Sleep now and drift into the depths where all that you desire beckons. Freya first applies 2-turn attack up to all allies, then deals 4 hits of 65% damage to all enemies, which with each hit having a 30% chance to inflict a 2-turn nightmare on them. So basically, like what I was saying, attack up, multi-hits against all the enemies, and then also add a nightmare, which is similar to a brand. We also have the brand new Trials, Async Echoes, and the Phantom Theater. Summon time? Yeah, of course it's summon time. It's always summon time. So we've got a couple different banners. This second one is... It sure is. It sure is. And then the first one is the Nahor. It's all wrong. All of the pronunciations are all wrong all the time. So this is a unit. He does defense break skill 1. He does a strip into a block beneficial effects on a single target enemy with skill 2. And then it's an AoE defense break and freeze. I do like that on the skill 3. I'm actually kind of more excited to get... I'm more excited to summon on this one than the other one, but we didn't get him anyway. We didn't get him because it would have been super shiny. It would have been all orange and everything. But there are some new SRs that we still need as well. We never built a team of Andrews. I'm just letting you know. I'm as disappointed as you are. Should have built a full team of Andrews. Okay, none on this one. Let's summon on the other banner. Let's go. And all we have to do is summon once, because there is no 50-50. We didn't get it on this one either. Well, actually, how many more gems do we have? Kachi. Even so, we could still use some skill ups on some of the units that we have, some of the SRs. Or Andrew. So this is actually new. Oh yeah, we do have enough for one more. Yes, I do think we will. Let's not skip her. Oh, we didn't get it anyway. It's okay. You know tomorrow we're gonna get it. That's how this is gonna happen. You know what? We got really, really crazy RNG the first time though. The first time, and also the summon session, the summon video that we did. Crazy RNG on both of those. So maybe we needed something to balance it out. Trying to get some more summons. I might have a problem. I might be a summoning addict. I don't know. Don't mind me. I'm just doing what a boy gotta do. How did we get 13? Oh, we had some before. That's how we got 13. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, this is you just keep summoning. You just keep summoning until shiny things pop out and you don't stop. And if there's a reason that you would need to stop, just keep summoning. I don't know. Did you not hear me the first time? Exactly. Exactly. This is how you get whatever you want. You just don't stop until you get it. That's the trick of life, isn't it? That is the secret to life. Don't stop until you get what you're... Well, actually, that might be dangerous. That might be a dangerous thing to tell people. Yeah, just don't stop until you get what you want and don't take no for an answer. And if that wasn't enough, there's also monthly hero rebalancing where the developers actively review PvP and PvE stats to keep the meta fresh and fair. They do post-patch breakdowns to show data-driven reasons behind each balance shift, and you can also try out the upcoming balance changes in a test server before they go live in experimental mode. Thank you again to Etheria Restart for partnering with the channel. You can play the game yourself using the QR code on the screen or the link in the description, and don't forget to check out the Etheria World Summit. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you as always in the next one.